So I made this video and I didn't like how it looks, so also I look like Mario. And so the first thing I did, I actually chose a pencil that I would like to use, and I also chose the color in the beginning. And I just did that, I colored that in, and then I used a little line to make that a little bit straighter. And then after I did that, I filled it in with a yellow, so I used that little fill option there. And then after I did that, I got the perfect yellow I wanted, and then I just filled it in. Actually, a lot of little pencils you can choose from. This is like another one you can do, so you can just use all these pencils. And I was gonna do a heart, but you know, if you're like me, you can't draw a heart. You can just use one of these stencils, and you can like put the size you want of it, and then you can just kind of doodle with it, and then put it in whatever place or center, however you want it. And you can just do the same and add however many hearts or whatever you chose to use. So then you can click another pencil. You can also blow it up with 2 fingers, like that, and then you can make your own color, whatever. Also, if you have like a line through or something like that, it will leave it, so that's why I have to color this sometimes. So that's what happens, and I just made this color. It's really, it's like a peach color. I think it's a really pretty color. I actually painted my room this color. So then you can make the different sizes and everything and the opacity too, but I just left it this so I can leave that and kind of make it like a full heart and won't look so off or whatever. So then you can click the little copy button, copy it, and then you can trace it by clicking the button up there, either if it's red or not red. It is red, that means the tracer is on, you can see whatever was behind it, and when it's off, that's what it is. So I'm just going to draw this line here so I can go ahead and fill it in with that fill button down there. So after I did that, I'm just going to go fill it in like I did the last heart so it wouldn't look bad. Also, there is a redo button. So that's what I did. So then you can click the plus button. You can also hold them down and like hold it down for a second, and then you can move them around and copy them. That's what I do. That's how I get them back and forth. So I can kind of give that like I guess shaky look. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm gonna draw something right now. I'm gonna make it full capacity. Actually change this a little bit. Actually a little bit off capacity. My bad. So then after you do that, I'm gonna like, you can change the opacity of the eraser as well. So I wouldn't make it really light, I wouldn't make it sky, and I ended up doing a sky and all in all, but I actually didn't like how it, so I just ended up filling it. So if you have lines or something like that, or like if the one of your pencils you use is gritty, therefore you won't be able to fill it because it will you'll take many years not many years, but it would take a long time for you to fill in each individual like thing where it wasn't filled because it was the grid. So that's what I did. I'm just making a cloud. I had to pick out the perfect one I'm going to do. So also you can use patterns. There was also patterns there. So then after I did that, I just picked out the perfect one I actually did. So I ended up using this one. I don't really know what this one is. So you can just do like this, and it was actually a really pretty background, and I really did like the sky. It was actually really pretty. I actually really like that. So that's what I did, and I just continued using the pencil button, the eraser button, and the fill button, which you guys already have been used to, as well as the line button. I was going to outline the clouds, but then it kind of looked funny. But this is just another thing you can use, the redo button. So then after, you can go kind of look over and stuff, and I just copied it with that same copy button as we both went over. So then I was going to do like a bird, and it was actually kind of cute, and actually took quite a while, but it was actually really pretty. So well, not pretty, it would be kind of cool in my opinion. So what I did, I just copied it and I held it down and then moved it to wherever, and then each time I'd make the bird move a little bit and make it a little bit bigger. And that's what I just did. I didn't use anything special tools or anything. I just used the regular ones I kind of went over already. So that was pretty simple, and that's what I did this whole time. I just made the bird bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually the bird hit the camera. Now, no birds were hurt during this, so don't actually proceed this. Don't hurt your bird. Birds are beautiful, don't hurt them. So once I started drawing the bird, it actually looked pretty good, but I didn't really like it. It looks kind of weird. I would have took a lot more time on this, but just because this was a tutorial, I didn't really take much time to this, let alone think about it. And because I did have the clouds in the background, which was a gritty texture or pencil I used, I did have to go in and fill it in with a tinier pencil, the same color and everything, so that's what I did. So then I pretty much did this for the whole thing because the whole thing behind it was actually clouds. I mean, you could erase around it and then do it, but that I didn't do that because I didn't have the time. I wasn't really thinking about it at that point. So that's just what I did. This is how it turned out. So that was that, and I just continued on without a doubt. So again, with the clouds and everything, I couldn't really do the fill button exactly because I had to actually make it bigger and everything. And I ended up kind of erasing the little details I made because I actually had to fill in the whole thing and stuff. But I was kind of happy the bird turned out because I kind of did this really fast and I wasn't really thinking about it. I didn't really have a reference and it wasn't really anything. I don't really draw birds. So I was actually kind of happy with it, and then I just outlined it so you can go back over and stuff. And again, with that button, that's how you do that. Not really hard. It's a normal redo button, kind of easy. And I actually did change the feathers a little bit and made it a little sideways, I guess. I was actually gonna draw the tail, but I ended up not doing it. I was trying to like do like a little hair spike. I don't really know, but I thought that'd be really cute. Actually, it's supposed to be a seagull, but I don't know. I guess imagine whatever you want to be. So I was gonna do the tail again, but I never really ended up doing that. So I said hi, and that's what I did, and I just rewatched it for a little bit, and then made sure it looked kind of good, and then I just did that 2-finger scroll thingy again, and then I did confetti actually around it. It's not blood, this is confetti. I was actually confused at first. I was like, wait, what am I doing? And I was like, oh no, I hope my viewers don't think it's blood. It's not blood, it's just confetti because it was like supposed to be like happy birthday. I don't know, like the bird's happy or like giving a huge hug. However you really want to imagine it. I didn't really understand it, but so I just copy it every time I click the copy button, and then I will add another color, and then after I do that color of that whatever color I want, and then add how many confettis I want, I click the copy button again, and then I add whatever the other color I want, and then I hit it again, and then I add the color, and then hit it again, and then add the color. So then it can have each individual one where it's added each individually, but still has all the other colors from the previous round. So that's how I did that, and I thought it was really cute because the little seagull looked kind of happy, a little confused, and it looks like it's giving a big, huge hug. So hug for out there, all my viewers. So that's what I practically did, and then that was that. And then also you can click patterns again, and then I also kind of made it like light up around him. So I chose this like little block thingy. I don't really know how to explain it, but so I can just kind of light up around him like the show or something, or like sunlight behind him. I thought it was really cute, and this is the finishing touch, and I actually really liked it, and that's what I did. So now I just copied it a little bit so you can kind of see it, because sometimes you don't copy it a lot of times, it would just kind of go right through. So that's what I did, and I chose this pretty yellow. I actually made it a little bit lighter, so I used that fill button again, which I showed you guys previously. So then after I did that, I got this little one right here. This is hi. So this one, I'm going to teach you about this button down here. I'm going to click that button, click the plus button down there, and then highlight wherever you want to highlight. Click the scissors, and then that button. I don't really know what I was doing here. I actually kind of messed up for a second, so just ignore what I did. So actually I had to fill it in because I don't know how to do it any other way, so I just filled it in with that. So the next thing I did was actually I just copied it again because I want it like that. So you want to highlight it, click that button, and then the other button, and then you can have double of them. I do this how many times? I did it a couple times, and then you just click those same 2 buttons, and if you need to go rewatch that and what exactly I did, I just clicked that. And then I actually did cut it, which was the other thing I did, so that you can just fill it like so. So that's how I did it, and I thought it looked kind of cool. So then after I did that, I clicked the little plus button, and I just wanted to show you guys that you can actually use this with the patterns and everything that I showed you, talked about. Gosh, I can't speak. So then after I did that, I just colored, well, not colored, I kind of just used the same little patterns I did with the pencil button. And I just did that. There were stars and stuff. So actually this one, it's kind of similar to the gritty one. It's kind of hard to like fill it in. I ended up actually filling it in. It wasn't the perfect filling in. It wasn't really good, but I mean, it was. Thank you so much for watching, and if any more questions, ask them in the comments below.